This could take a while.
Good, no, this will be good. Hello there, Chiro World viewers. This is Dr. Sean Walker, and I am hanging out in none other than the Chiro World in the lounge here. You might be wondering where the other three amigos are. They're all with patients right now, adjusting away. And I get to be here with our very special guest. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Jeff Jensen, our window guy, with Resolute Window Cleaning. And we're honored to have him as our business of the month for the month of April. And he's here to tell us a little bit about how he can make your windows sparkly and shiny. So Jeff, newer business for you. Tell us a little bit about it.
New business, just started it. When we came to the point of starting the last window cleaning business, we set forth some ideas about how we wanted to do things better and more convenient, with things like emailing invoices and websites and Facebook and all that kind of stuff, that I had to go to the good people at the Apple store.
Nice.
And learn all these things, because quite honestly I was kind of a caveman. And so it's coming along well. I've been cleaning windows here in Omaha for probably close to 25 years.
Now, when I say this is our window cleaner, this is the window cleaner of Chiro World. How many years have you been working with Dr. Koca?
Well, Dr. Koca has been taking out my kinks in my body for probably longer than my daughter has been here, and she's 17 now.
Nice.
So somewhere around there. Let's put it this way, I didn't have any gray in my beard when Lyle and I got together.
That's a good way of, that's a good non-specific date there.
Yeah, you know, it's just kind of a roundabout kind of place. So yeah, we've known Lyle for a long time. He's got great energy, and when he said that he'd have you help me with this, that was just amazing.
Our honor, yeah.
It's a great opportunity. So as far as Resolute, the name, you know, when you start talking about things and what it stands for, Resolute basically comes down to a being committed to a feeling or an idea. And having worked in window cleaning in a lot of different situations in Omaha, over the years I've decided who I want to work for. And you know, I think if we all are honest with each other about the money that we pay for goods and services, sometimes we wish that the service was a little better for what we pay.
Yeah.
You know, maybe if it could be like 15% better, we'd be happy about writing that check. So when we talk about how we want to do things, I want you to be happy with the money that you pay to have your office, your storefront, you know, your home, windows maintained. I want you to be happy about that. And if you're ever not happy, I want to know.
Absolutely.
I want to know so we can fix it. You know, pretty much I'm not going to say I know everything about window cleaning, but we pretty much got it figured out. So we should be able to make you happy.
Yeah, this is like
Sure.
what Chiro World is to chiropractic, Resolute is to window cleaning. And just sitting here talking with Jeff about window cleaning and how to do it, most people wouldn't think there's a lot that goes into it, but I'm sitting here like, there's a lot that goes into that.
Yeah.
And this guy's pretty passionate about that.
Yeah.
Love how you talk about commitment. One of our 4 core values here is commitment. And so that's another big reason why I'm sure that Dr. Koca has been working with you for so many years.
Yeah.
And then if you didn't catch it, he mentioned stuff both about office and home services for windows. So go ahead and tell us a little bit about the office side of things that you offer.
All right, so commercial window cleaning is kind of like window cleaner's bread and butter. You know, we've got to have it. It goes through all seasons of the year. If you have your windows cleaned at your office or your storefront, whatever the commercial application is, it should be, you know, you should be able to basically arrive at a price and agree on a frequency. And you shouldn't really have to think or wonder, where's the window guys at? Why does everything look so bad? You should just be able to kind of put that into the it's taken care of category. Somebody that does your windows for you at your commercial location, you know, that's probably the most competitive dog-eat-dog part of our industry. And quite honestly, a lot of times the only concern is given to what it costs. So you can get guys that are not insured, they might show up looking pretty iffy, you know, And then you have to ask yourself, if they leave a lot of water and stuff on the floor, people can slip and fall. And, you know, so it is important. You know, you've got that company there at your business, so you should look appropriate. We can do, you know, back in the old days, a lot of people did weekly.
Sure.
I say old days. I didn't want to say back in the day, because that gets a little weird.
Yeah.
So, you know, I'm just not that cool. My daughter tells me that all the time. So, you know, probably the most common service rotation would be for smaller places. Like you guys, you have some walk-in traffic. We come once every 4 weeks. So that's 13 cleanings a year. Done properly, the cost is not a huge thing, you know what I mean? And we can email you an invoice. It's pretty quick and hassle-free. Bigger stuff, you know, if you've got an office building or whatever, it might be like quarterly. Keeps you looking good, but you're not spending too much money.
Sure.
Let's see, what else do we need to talk about? Residential.
Residential. So
Yes, residential.
And I think, before we get to residential, I just think that's cool about, you know, the office, because that's, as a business owner running a business, there's so much to focus on.
Oh, yeah.
Why would you even want to
Yeah.
be thinking about that? Just
Yeah.
say, hey, my window guy, he's coming every
Yeah.
4 weeks.
Yeah.
I can count on him. He's not going to leave a mess.
Yeah.
It's perfect.
And that's part of what we're trying to work for. Everybody has tons of emails, texts, and kids to look out for, and bills to pay, all this stuff, all this clutter, you know what I mean? So it's my job to be able to figure out what you need, help you arrive there, not like oversell you, because that's counterproductive as well, but also to, you know, sell you, you know, arrive at that comfortable place. So when we start talking about residential window cleaning,
That's your house.
that could be your house. We have to talk about, let's see, what do we talk about? We talk about normal kind of things that happen. We could have an on-call situation where maybe you've lived in your house for 5 years, and you look out the windows and you think, gosh, I can barely see out. And there might be, you know, bird stuff on there and deck stain and dirt. So that would be our first thing, would be like on call. You call me and say, hey Jeff, my windows are wiped out. And we come out and we may clean with soap and water and squeegee and do, you know, we may have to scrape paint off. We might have to use some steel wool to kind of bring them back to where they need to be. And then we might do like, the second thing that happens is for like special events, holidays. Start talking about graduation season,
Yeah.
Mother's Day, First
Coming
Communion.
up.
That whole 3 weeks of May gets crazy. So if you want that, call me. And also keep your appointment, because it'll get dicey.
Yeah.
Now, once you get everything cleaned up and back in shape, then we can kind of treat you like, you know, your respectable window cleaning house. And we can talk about doing like a quarterly outside cleaning, which is a great value for your money. And just in the past couple of years, window cleaning has kind of gotten a little high-tech, a little fancy. We have technology that takes water from your house and it runs it through a processing unit, takes all the fluoride, chloride, and dissolved solids out of the water. And it runs through a carbon fiber pole, goes to a soft nylon brush. So from the ground, without ladders, I can wash your window frames, getting all the spider webs and little chunkies and everything out of there, wash the window, rinse it all away. There's no soap residue, and they actually stay cleaner longer
Nice.
when it rains, because all that little junk that's in your window frames doesn't wash out. It keeps me out of your flower beds, you know, with the ladders.
It's important things.
It's a popular thing.
Yes, my mom would have killed the window
Yep,
cleaner that
yep.
messed with her flowers.
And if you live on a lake or gravel road or some other place that's really dirty, it's just a fantastic way. And when we start talking about regular service on both commercial and residential, if you go to that website, that I'll tell you.
Which is right here.
Here
Below
you
us.
go.
Yeah, it's going by right here, Jeff. You can't see it. It's right here. Yeah, here it comes.
ResoluteWindowCleaning.com. There's a little spot on there. And you can also, we have Facebook, which is hugely important. So I'm trying to wrap my head around that. But also there's a section in that website that you can put your information, which is good because then I can't mess it up when I write it down. I love to talk to people, but it's very efficient. And it's a rather kind way because that way we don't mess it up. But that's the most cost-effective way to get on either commercial or residential quarterly. The most cost-effective way. And it's about 30% less per service if you do that. The way we do our rotations for commercial work and residential quarterlies is we do a cleaning in March, just as soon as the ice goes and everybody realizes that we're going to live after winter, that life will come back.
We're here now.
Yep. Okay, so like all of the quarterlies, this is St. Patty's Day, so all the quarterlies are done. So with Easter being early, all those people that are quarterly now have clean windows for Easter.
Nice.
Right? So the next rotation would be June. Again, you've got, what do we have in June for holidays?
Well, we're coming up on 4th of July. We're coming up on 4th of July.
Okay, yeah, 4th of July is close. So then the next one would be September. So you have Labor Day. Still remaining clean for Halloween. The last cleaning happens sometime about November 15th.
Kind of a big deal, the last cleaning.
Right.
I think that falls into the category of Thanksgiving and the holiday season.
And Christmas.
Where the family's coming.
And then pretty much after Christmas, nobody wants to see Jeff Jensen unless you're a commercial account. And really a lot of times it's so cold that
but the windows are clean.
We don't really care.
They were being proactive before about it, so now they don't gotta worry about it.
We love you for the previous year, but that's when we rest and go on trips and things like that. And so my family and I live in Gretna, Nebraska. Cool. I've got a teenage daughter who's 17 now. She's a good kid, but that's terrifying as well. And my wife works for a local church in Gretna, but we have an American Mustang that we adopted that is my daughter's buddy, and then we have all the crazy stuff that everybody else has got going on. So
perfect.
That's get online, give me Facebook comments, likes, all that kind of stuff, and like I said, if you're ever not happy, tell me.
Absolutely, and that's a commitment, and that's why Chiro's been working with them for years and years and years. And so as we wrap up here again, you're proactive with your health, be proactive with your window cleaning. You're busy, whether you're a business owner, whether you're a stay-at-home mom, you don't want to deal with stuff like that, leave it to the professionals. If you want the highest quality, Jeff's your guy. And as we wrap up here, Jeff, you mentioned something about a little deal opening up.
Oh,
tell a little bit about that. Yeah.
Oh.
A big
deal. Are we talking about saving money?
We're talking about saving money,
Everybody likes to save money, right?
More money, more groceries.
Does anybody have too much money? Maybe Donald Trump
possibly.
has too much money. And you know what? I'm a patriot. I love this country. That's part of also with my name, But I'll be happy when the election's over.
Yes.
It'll be okay. So talking about money. So if you go on the website, do we need to say that again? I don't think we do.
Yeah, it's right here.
Okay. They got it, yeah. We got it. They're smart people. So if you go on the website, there is a section there in the back under specials, and both commercial and residential customers in the year of 2016 that agree to get their windows cleaned quarterly will take 15% off the top. And you don't even have to tell me that when we talk, so that you can keep me honest, because I'm not going to jack it up in the first place and then drop, So we'll stay true to that. But yeah, that'll get things going and
15% off.
Sure.
Better window cleaning, a little more money back in your pocket.
I like it.
Perfect. Well, thank you, Chiro World. Again, Resolute Windows, Jeff Jensen, check him out. keep those windows clean.
Thanks, guys.
Thank you.
Thanks, Doc.